America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And 10, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fields. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 21-yard line.
Set up. 10 logo.
Check, 59. It's just me and you. It's just...
Hey. Hey, Jet.
Joker.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's get it.
Ready up.
59. Mike's 59. Hey, let's get that.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch that green.
Yo, go.
Mike's 5'9", 5'9".
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
From the 24, Manning. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
60 outlaw.
Hey, keep it up.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 59.
Hit it.
Manning now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check 59.
Bravo.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's caught. Smith. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, high 7.
59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you do.
From the gun, it's Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Or maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 58 for Mike, 58. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. A big play there. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first down, Robinson. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Spiller looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on third down, Fields. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Here we are, 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On third down, Fields. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the double.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Now.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Play action. Manning. Carrying it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 20.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yep. Move.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got one.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Hey, Alpha.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Go.
Mike.
Go. Go.
59.
Let's go.
Now a play fake. Madden. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 47.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So following the hold, down a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Danny. 56 to Mike.
Looking to throw. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie. Let go.
Shotgun now for Manning. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's go now. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Fire.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey.
Mike 5'9. You gonna get this, boy?
Hey, Zoom. Hit it.
Manning now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Get it.
Manning to throw once more. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Mike, check. 59. Come on. Check 59, Mike. Mike is...
Hey, Foxtrot.
Come on, dude.
Blue draw Corkers. Shoot.
On the give, this is their fullback. Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that's... That's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
60 Pittsburgh.
59. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's got 9. Mike's got 9.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Madden, this is caught. Gronkowski.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
58, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Go, go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
59. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Smooth. Ready.
Now Madden. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richards. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
6'6", pull it high. Hey, Alpha.
Check 59, Mike.
Now.
On play action, it's Manning. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yo. Mike's 59.
Throwing again. Manning. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. One final try now for Manning. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hey, Delta.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Go.
They do go for it. It's Manning. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up a...
And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, shutting defenders at the 15. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on third down, Fields. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on first down is Manning. Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, exit!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Get it!
Manning gonna throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Off the bootleg. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
To throw on second down. Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
58, boys, 58.
Off the play fake. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad, first and 10. From the gun, Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, Manning. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
High 7.
Again, it's Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again on second down. Manning, 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
70, Indy.
Bring it.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 59. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 59.
Ready.
Now Manning again. This is caught. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch the run.
55.
From the gun, it's Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go. 58.
Off play action. Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Thomas has got it. Complete. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. No chance.
Get it.
Manning now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On second down now, it's Robinson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
37.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Manning. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Manning throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Results in a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Manning. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, echo.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Shotgun now for Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, box drop.
Check, 59, 59. I'm coming. Check 59. Mike.
Get it.
One final try now for Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for our visitors, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.